Princess Anne was the first of the late Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip's children to get married. She wed Army officer Mark Phillips in a lavish ceremony at Westminster Abbey. The wedding day was declared a special bank holiday and a global estimated audience of 500 million watched the service, with huge crowds lining the streets outside the Abbey. However, the world was blocked from seeing one particular view of the royal wedding thanks to a special request from the monarch. According to a Sunday Times report ahead of the big day, both Queen Elizabeth and Princess Anne made a special request to ban television cameras from positions in front of the bridal couple. While nearly 1,500 people filled the seats at Westminster Abbey, approximately 60 people, families and close friends, clergy and attendants, were the only guests to see Mark slip the ring on Anne's finger. It is believed that the Queen, Anne and Mark felt that, given the vast television coverage, wanted to preserve some privacy, keeping certain parts of the ceremony for themselves and their nearest and dearest. The service was conducted by Michael Ramsey, the Archbishop of Canterbury, and in keeping with royal custom, the princess' wedding ring was crafted from Welsh gold. Dating back to 1923, Welsh gold has been used in the wedding rings of the royal family. The tradition was started by the Queen Mother, then Lady Elizabeth Bowes-Lyon, upon her marriage to Prince Albert, Duke of York, later George VI. Anne wore an embroidered Tudor-style dress, with a high collar and dramatic, medieval-influenced sleeves, designed by Maureen Baker, the chief designer for Susan Small. The princess paired it with a pair of diamond cluster earrings and the Queen Mary fringe tiara, which was worn by the Queen on her wedding day in 1947. Mark wore the full scarlet and blue uniform of his regiment, the Queen's Dragoon Guards. It was only the second time in more than 200 years that a member of the royal family married a commoner, the last was the Queen Mother 50 years earlier. Following the service, the newlyweds appeared on the balcony at Buckingham Palace and waved to the crowd of well-wishers who had gathered below. After a wedding lunch, the princess and her new husband left to stay overnight at a hotel in Richmond Park, before traveling to Barbados where they boarded the royal yacht Britannia for an 18-day sail in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The couple paid homage to Mark's naval career by honeymooning on the iconic ship, the place where the captain was serving when he first met the princess. Anne and Mark met in 1968 and bonded over their shared love for horses and interest in riding. Both were competitive equestrians, with the princess winning the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award in 1971 after her victory at the year's European Eventing Championships, and Mark winning a gold medal at the Olympic Games in 1972. 3 years after their first meeting, in May 1973, the couple announced their engagement. While their relationship ultimately ended in divorce in 1992, after a 3-year separation and 19 years of marriage, the pair have remained amicable. They share 2 children together, Peter, born in 1977, and Zara, who born in 1981. It was after Zara's birth that Anne and Mark were rumored to have marital troubles. The pair were rarely seen together and both were thought to be involved in extramarital affairs. These issues came to a head, and emerged in the public sph.